All right. Sounds good. All right. Well, everybody, it is what is it, the 16th? Is that today? It is the 16th of January, 2017. So it's very, very good to have you all here on the Go Team Coach Call. And great to see your shining, smiley faces, and especially Kelsey's. So that's great. Awesome. We're going to get rolling here as we do every time. I'm going to revisit why we do what we do. When we begin with the why, the what flows from why. Always does, guys. So when we begin with why, Go Team exists really basically for equipping and inspiring busy coaches with the essentials to bring freedom-bringing businesses that help people achieve their goals and live healthy, fulfilling lives. So today I just want to focus particularly on the sense of essentials. Guys, here's the sense. You can watch and listen to the Go Team Coach Calls. That's great. You can listen to National Wake Up Calls. You can get on to Melanie Mitro's YouTube channel and listen to 40,000 recordings of awesome. You can listen to every top coach's trainings. There's so much stuff available to you, okay? What I want you to understand is that more information isn't always what you need, even though information is good, but discerning that information and then acting upon that information is very critical. So we want to try to kind of keep things pretty much close to the essentials of what we're doing in order to remove some distractions, because we really believe that you guys are busy coaches who are often busy, either parents, working people, however that works, all that to say that you have these busy things going on in your life, and we want to make sure that we are helping you not get just distracted by a lot of stuff that you don't necessarily need to be distracted with. So a return, if you guys know the Go Team Coach Club, if you look this on in Facebook, this is our banner. And this is a little quick return to that, guys. And I want to kind of understand that process once again of what it means to actually build your business. This is a business. This is a business that hopefully should reward you and give you some rewards back for the hard effort that you put in. And the sense is, effectively, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the spot on the wheel that says Hit Success Club. So the whole goal for you each month should be, and it's far to the right there, it's basically help 3 new people, and I want to make sure you all can see that. Can you all see that? Where it says help 3, or is this covering it up? Or is my video, sorry, can you see it?
Part of it.
Can you see where it says Success Club? Yeah, hold on. Let me just minimize that real quick. Now you can see, yes? Anybody? This says Success Club, help 3 new people. Can you see that? Anybody? Nobody?
I still can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo! Scared me. Okay, everybody's with me. Okay, Success Club. Help 3 new people connect with our fitness solutions each month. Okay, that's your beginning. And then ultimately what we're trying to do is we're getting them into challenge groups. Okay, that's how you help them do that, because you're inviting through that. And in challenge groups, ultimately you're recruiting new coaches. They have a great experience in your challenges, which is why it's so critical to be active and to make those challenges fun, engaging, not on autopilot, not on set it up with auto post-orama. No, man, I used to be that way, and my challenge groups used to suck. And now they're really, really fun because I'm actually live and active in them, and our challengers feel it. There's an electricity, there's an energy there that really makes a big difference, okay? And you recruit coaches and ultimately help those coaches do the same. Help them hit Success Club, repeat and repeat and repeat. Then you go back and you hit Success Club again. You recruit coaches and you help them. And this whole thing kind of goes along, and we help people by our training. So Coach Basics is available, 5-day Coach Basics. And then if you want to move beyond that, you can absolutely find that, and we can help equip you with your next steps. So if you've gone through Coach Basics at this point and you're like, hey, I need some next steps, contact your upline. Let's make sure that we connect you with some different next steps beyond Coach Basics, which is great. Okay, guys, if this simple formula happens, it's not easy, I would tell you, but it is clear. So complexity is the enemy of execution, and we'll talk about that more later as we get into our free challenges, because there's something I've been doing wrong lately as it relates to my current free challenge, which I will confess. Yeah, so just kind of letting you know that. All right, there we go. So that's good stuff. Speaking of Success Club, let's take a peek here. Lives changed in 5 Lives Club. I'm up at 27. I'm not doing that to brag. I'm just doing that to set a pace. Just saying this is where I'm running and kind of keep moving at that. And if I'm helping lead this team, ultimately I want to be pacing and showing people what's possible. Congrats. I'm going to mute real quick because I think got some extra noise here real quick, guys, for a moment. Hold on, because we are recording. Good stuff. All right. So congrats, and if we do need to talk, guys, please unmute yourself. 3 Lives Club, congrats to Claire Shelley and Julia. She said it. Aguirre, I think is how it's pronounced. So that's great. Also in the One Life Club and One Life and Beyond, actually, at this point. I probably need to fix that slide. But it's Kelsey. Here's all these people all getting there. So at least getting on the board early in the month. I love it. So we got Kelsey Combs. We've got at 4, so at 4, both Kelsey Combs and Bonnie Yoder. At 3, we've got Jessica Jackson, Jennifer Kuntz, Stephanie Morris, and Jamie Murphy. Congrats, guys, on all of that. Then Jim Morris is at 2, which is technically Stephanie. So if you guys know, she's going to do that. So that's good. And then we've got Kelly Dye at 2 as well as Stacy Reed. And then Holly Tchaikovsky and Christina Wheeler at 1. So I'm going to very quickly unmute us all, and we're going to give loud applause. On 1, 2, 3, go. Woo! Okay. All right. Good. Love it. And I think it's really, guys, important that we celebrate that these are lives changed. It's not just a number. Each of these numbers represents at least part of a life, right? Because it's generally 2 or 3 points, Success Club points, or sometimes 1. But just understanding that those are lives. Now, I specifically want to give a shout out to Julia Aguirre, who just hit Success Club 6, which is great. And she's earned her first month towards Success Starters. Guys, this is huge, huge stuff. She's earned 1/3 of her way to a summit ticket, which is great. That's a $200 value. She's already 1/3 of the way there, so that's good. So give it up for Julia. Great stuff on that. Regarding volume, guys, this is volume. The volume you produce is really ultimately the customers that you have staying on HD and yourself and any coaches potentially you have, customer volume and your personal volume ultimately in this. So this is where you guys are at. This past week, we had Stephanie Morris on top, Kelsey Combs at next, Bonnie Yoder and Claire Shelley. Actually, you guys just shuffled those pictures compared to last week. I just had to do a little bit of a shuffle between those pictures. Good. Also on the board this week was Julia, and then Leslie, Jamie, and Jennifer Rose. So congrats to all of you. Now, quick coaching moment as it relates to your business. I don't know if you guys know this. There's a thing in basically organizational theory, which also applies to our lives as well. Businesses have this issue when they're trying to take on either new initiatives or new endeavors. There's always this thing that's called, the business analysts call the whirlwind. So the whirlwind is a thing that is effectively, it's the daily activities, it's life that keeps on going, and it's the thing that kind of keeps life moving, okay? So in a business, it might be, I don't know if you, whatever, you sell water hoses. It's just your customers coming in, going out, and you're just selling them, and you're trying to promote that, and you're trying to make sure people are getting new. But guess what? You've decided now you're not just selling water, you're just not just selling hoses. Now you're going to sell the sprayer nozzles, okay? So you've got to now investigate what it means to go and get a good new product. You're going to launch this new thing with new nozzles, and you're all excited because this is going to be earth-shattering. So you're doing R&D, and you're going to design your own. This is great. And it's a new phase because it's an important thing because you want to start to diversify because water hose isn't the only place where you need to be. So you need to kind of do that. So, and when it does that, that's an important thing. But in order to do that, you have to focus on that thing in order to get it done. Chip, you hear me on this, right? You know this for business-wise, right? You get it. there's always a tension between the whirlwind, the thing that keeps on going, and trying to do something new, right? Now, as it relates to you doing your coaching business, for some of you, this is a newer endeavor, or maybe just like you're refocused now, and you say, hey, I really want to make some priority to help this happen. There is a whirlwind that is going to always pull you back. It's going to suck you back into the sense of, hey, it's just life. Life's going to pull you back. Kids are going to be doing stuff, sports activities, whatever, all those things, church, whatever. It's going to pull you back into it. But if there's something that you've decided that is important, you're going to need to create intentional space, just like you would create with your workouts. You guys with me on this? You understand? The only way that your business is going to grow, guys, is if you create space in your schedule. Now, here's the thing. I'm a full-timer now in this, but even as a full-timer, I still need to be able to have structure within my day as to when I'm working my business, or because two things happen for me. I could literally do everything all day and work all day, or I could do nothing and take a nap all day. I could literally do that in my little world because I've got that kind of flexibility. But now for you, it's going to be probably, I could either work my business in all of the cracks of the day and just it's rampant and it invades every part of my life, and then my family gets all ticked off at me, right? Anybody? Come on. Like, oh, why are you always on the phone? What are you always doing this? Dad, come on, Mom. What are you doing? Right? You get that business. Or you say, this is when I'm going to do business hours, and I'm going to get up a little bit earlier because I'm going to make sure I get my stuff done early. So when the kids wake up, I've at least got a good start on it. And then maybe at lunch, I'm going to check in, do a quick check-in. And then maybe in the evening, I'm going to spend about 45 minutes. Great. You can build a very strong business on maybe a half hour up front, half hour, 20 minutes at lunch, and then in the after. Yeah, absolutely. So it's conscious effort towards that. And that is so critical, guys, because if you don't, and you just try to say, hey, I'm just going to work it whenever, it's like your workout, right? It'd be the same thing. I'm just going to get my workout in whenever. And what does that usually end up doing? It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen in there. Chip, quick, talk to me, man, because what's been different for you this week? You got 7. Did you get like 7 for 7?
6 for 6.
6, yeah.
6 for
6.
7.
Which is really pretty amazing for you, dude, compared to what was different about that for you this week? This is just particularly workouts. What is different?
Well, actually, what I started doing is, like you had mentioned a while ago, is trying to get back into doing the group workouts in the mornings. So, since I have access to the facility and access to setting everything up, I have to be there. So it kind of makes.
So he has a group, and the thing about Chip, he's elite. So guys, this is a very good point. Another good reason to be a Beachbody coach, and this is part of the reason why I became initially, is because I knew I would stay on track if I led other people in doing it. Because they'd be looking at me. They know it. But if I don't have those people looking at me, I'm more apt to go, nah, it's just me. I'm okay. You know what I mean? Right? So, yeah. So that was good. Anything else there, Chip? So Chip has this place, he has a Taekwondo studio that they can do the workouts, and he puts it up on the screen, and they do it together. So that's good.
Yep.
Awesome. So good stuff. So guys, the whirlwind, as opposed to what's and what's really important, when you decide that and you make that space and you carve it, you're going to be in great shape. All right. I wish I had the music because I forgot it. It's the chat shout out. The chat shout out. The chat shout out. It's the chat shout out. Bam. Yeah. There it is. That's our song. Sorry, Heather and Chip. You haven't heard that song in a while. But anyway, so there we are. Maybe you heard it when you record it and it's obnoxious. But anyway, so the chat shout out today, this one could get a few of you because I'm betting sometimes the whirlwind gets you. So I'm going to, here we go. Ready? This is called a PD check. What are you currently, I want you to type this in the chat. What are you currently listening to and or reading that is developing you personally? And okay, I'm a Christian. I'm going to say the Bible is cheating. Because if you're a Christian, you should, Okay, yeah. Oh, there we go. Super Life. Good. Push says, oh, Push. Nice job. Shalene, confidence. Look at you guys. Me, a little faith. Shalene's podcast. Download much new on my phone. So good. See, here I was like, I'm betting they're probably not doing that all. Okay. But look at you guys are Super Life. Good. A little bit Darren O'Lean happiness. Anybody else? Got a few more. So Heather, we got from you. You do anything, girl, yet? If it's okay if you aren't. If you need some suggestions. Claire, how about you? Kels, how about you?
Well, I'm having a brain freeze. It's girl, sorry.
Oh yeah, Girl Code.
Girl Code. Yeah, I couldn't think of the last.
Okay.
I haven't listened
Girl
to
Code.
it in a couple days. So anyway.
All right, so get back at it. That's good. And then
Yep.
if you need suggestions, let us know. Security Talks. And yes. Good. Yeah. Yep. That is my only thing, guys, about Jen Sincero's stuff. She's has some decent points, but it is sometimes the language is a little bit difficult. Yep. Trish Blackwell, that's good. She's definitely going to be more in your sphere there, Kels. That's good. Yep. I think she really does that sometimes. Hey, if you guys can get this, guys, real fast. If you've ever listened to Tony Robbins, so if there's a Netflix Tony Robbins, basically he does a whole Netflix about really what he does at his big kind of conference deals. He drops the F-bomb at least 180 times in this like 90-minute thing. So it's like 2 times per minute at least. And but he actually talks about why he does it. And what it does, guys, is there's studies that show that when you use language like that, it actually jars. It's an actual physical electrical charge that happens. Yeah, it's a shock that actually shocks your brain into actually listening. Versus there's an emphasis that starts to catch in. And so when he uses that with people, and that's probably what's happening with Jen, is she's probably doing that to some degree. I don't know if she's maybe that scientific about it, or maybe that's just the way she is, and she's trying to kind of toughen you guys up. I don't know, whatever. But just kind of know that. Nice, Kelsey. I love it. That's good. Okay, so good stuff. We did chat shout out. So, guys, it's so important. If you aren't learning, you're not growing. If you're not learning, you're not growing. And so I would tell you, and you're actually going the other direction. You're shrinking because there's no maintaining, because life hits and it hits you hard. And if you're not progressing and moving forward on something, it's going to pull you down. It's going to pull you back. Okay. So I just want to make sure you know that. That's a reason why we are so committed to the personal development side of things. Now, quick vitals thing is a little vitals idea that I just had some really great fruit with today. Especially as we're getting into the fruit of our challenges. Check out what I did. Those of you using and this is not me bragging, it's just giving you an example of what we did here. So this is the vitals, recognition. Key vital behavior is recognizing people, right? And so this is really important. Nice, Chip. That doing vitals and actually doing recognition within your challenge groups. It's not just recognizing coaches, guys, it's recognizing challengers, and you can do it within your challenge groups. But then here's the thing, in order to start to see people outside of this, if you want to open this up and people like see that like normal people actually do these challenges, not just freak show people or freak out crazy rip people necessarily. I did a collage like this of all, and here's the thing, Challenge Tracker app, there's a billion pics right now. Now, granted, you should probably ask people. I totally didn't ask people, which is so bad. But anyway, I think I gave them some good praise, and I think most of them would be pretty happy that they're on there. And they're small pics anyways, if you see it. Someone would have to actually blow it up to see. But I did do this, guys. I made this quick collage and then put it up there. Actually, it looks like the one gal's smoking. She actually has a straw in her mouth, which is interesting. So guys, just telling you that I think it's really critical that we have that kind of recognition. When people do recognize like that, it's so helpful for them to see. And then they just go, wow, I feel really great. Because what we're trying to do Okay, the psychology of this, kids, is we're creating a group environment. So if you want to continue, if you want people to loop into your next challenge group and not just stay on this one, you're going to want to psychologically create positive vibes with your group. You can do it within your group, but then when you can start to go outside of your group and people start going, hey, I saw you did that. You were doing this thing and I saw your picture in that. Hey, good job in that. Nice work. That starts to get, again, social affirmation, good stuff, and people start, that makes a difference, especially when you start recruiting, right? So everybody sees that. That is really important, guys, and I don't care how you do it. It can be just a single person shout out. It doesn't even have to be like this person's killing it in our most recent whatever challenge. She X amount of whatever in this many days. So excited for her, blah, 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 blah. If you're not checking up right now on your people's progress, shame on you. You can't just go, well, I guess I'm going to check, maybe by the end they'll get some progress. If you're not checking in to see if they've gotten progress right now, you get in there and you ask them, hey, how's things going? Want to see if we can just want to see how your progress has been so far, and want to see, and if any, and that's okay if any, you can say that, and then just see if there's any adjustments we need to make. What's going on? How's things going? And then the other thing, and I mentioned this I don't know if I mentioned this in the call, but the Challenge Tracker app is so critical, and I'm sure, Kelsey, you've seen this. But in the Challenge Tracker, you can, for you, and you said that it's working well in your group, is the fact that you can see how many times they've checked in, which, guys, really is a great way to go, hey, notice you got, you got 6 for 6 this week, Chip. Great job. Man, that's awesome. Great work on that. You're really killing it. Good work. 6 for 6, I'm not going to go, well, how come you didn't get 7 for 7? Obviously he's making good progress. But if a person gets 2 and 2, I'm going to be like, okay, what's going on? Something's not right. Or is it, hey, look in here. It's the Challenge Tracker says 2 and 2. That doesn't seem consistent to the goals that you we're talking about. Is it an issue of just checking in, or is it that you are struggling, or let me know what's going on so we can help you, right? Doesn't that make sense? Any points about that real quick, guys? Love the app. I think it's much better. Heck yes. Keeps everybody focused, guys. It's so much better. It's so much better. There's some certain things on Facebook that I would love. I'd love if we had a live feature that everybody would notify if we could go live in the group. That would be amazing. But what I've done, quick tip on this, guys, really awesome. And I will do this probably more, not this week because I'm running my free group, in my bigger kind of support group. My bigger support group, I actually dumped all of my challengers into my bigger support group. So some of you guys know that. You're already in there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually say, hey, guys, I'm going to go live tomorrow in this group. Here's the group link. I'm going to go live at this time. Let's all join me for this or whatever, or I'm going to go live or I'll go live this morning and everybody wants to work out with me. Hey, I'll be here or whatever, that kind of a thing. Okay. So that's kind of a way around. You can make your own group, but don't make people check in the group. Please don't use that group for a lot of delivery of a lot of information. I would only use it for your live stuff. And then you can post whatever you want in that group. And it's kind of fun because then you've even got some people who occasionally post something in that beyond a challenge, and it's great. All right, let's move on here real fast. Got to get to this real quick, guys. I got to remind you of this. Setting your posture. We talked about it last week, and I want to remind you guys that attitude in everything, the energy that you communicate with your challengers, the energy you communicate with your inviting, how excited you are for your free challenges, how excited you are for your paid challenges, all of this matters. And I'm not kidding you. It can just be a few words or a few extra connection or exclamation points or a smiley face with the little emoji deal. And again, you have to make it fit your own personality, right? Don't be crazy if it doesn't fit your personality. But if you're not sending some excitement, some vibes, people don't be like, why would I want to join that? That seems really boring. But man, when they are excited, they can see your excitement, your passion towards this. And for some of us guys, I'm just going to say, you may, and especially if you're a little bit more of a laid back person, you may need to amp up just a bit, not be false, but amp up just a bit in terms of your energy level to communicate that message. Does that make sense? And that's where you can maybe go live on occasion and say, guys, I'm really, I would love to almost coach some of us, all you guys, just to like, if you're like to talk to a person like across the room with great excitement versus somebody who's really close to you, like, what kind of energy do you have to do to communicate to that person? And I'm not saying that everybody needs to be like me, because that's my gifting. Honestly, you know that, guys. That's how I communicate. But what I would say is that sometimes we just need to think it's bigger and a little bit faster, right? I coach Claire on this a bit. Coach, or Claire, can we talk real quick? Are you there? Claire, are you away? Okay, so it looks like Claire either had to go. Oh, there she is. Sound, is your sound on? She's frozen.
Wait. Okay, here we go. I was pressing the wrong thing. Okay, what did you want?
Wow, you sound like a Star Wars character.
Can you see me?
Wow. Does everybody hear that distortion, or is it just me? Yes, everybody hears it. Yeah, no, we'll get you later, Claire. We may have to reset that or something. All good, but basically what I was doing was coaching with Claire. She was doing a live, I think it was, and she was doing some really good, like her content was really good. And I just wanted her to move a little bit faster. And that was the other thing. She was doing it earlier in the morning, and she was kind of doing it like this because she didn't want to wake up the kids, right? And ultimately that created a sense of almost feeling like a lack of energy, right? Because she was talking kind of soft and like this, where I'm like, dude, so we got to either like change your time a little bit, or just go, I'm going to go in a different part of the house or whatever, so you can amp up to that kind of a thing, especially if you're going live. So that's good stuff. And last thing, guys, here before we head into the content of our call, main content here is staying active matters. Okay, and let me tell you why. This isn't just about, guys, this is just so everybody kind of hears everybody on this. The whole network marketing model is based on ultimately people within downlines all doing their best to stay active as it relates to being products of the product. Because truly, guys, if you're using Shakeology on an everyday basis, there's no reason why you shouldn't be active. Really, there's no reason. If you're using Shakeology on an everyday basis, and I can say, honestly, for the most part, I'm probably about a 361er out of 365er. I miss about 4 days a year, maybe, if I do end up missing about it. So, but I'll call myself a 365er. But that's the truth, okay? Because being a product of that particular product. It is our flagship. It's not changing, even though this summer we might, just so you know, have some new nutritional products. I'm betting they're going to be released at Summit. But that doesn't mean that we can't. So we need to be a product of particularly that product. And so if you're using that on an everyday basis, guys, there's no reason why you shouldn't be active, okay? And I realize it's expensive. I do. I understand it. And so that's all the more reason to keep getting great results with it, be on track, and then invite people on the path with you to help get it paid for you minimally, and then beyond, hopefully. So you're actually making this a true business, guys, that is, remember we said here way back at slide number 1 here, right? A freedom-bringing business. Maybe you're paying a mortgage, helping pay a mortgage. Maybe you're helping pay a car payment. Maybe you're helping pay some medical bills, or for college for your kids, or for what. That there's a reason for that. So it's a true business that's making it worth the time that you invest in this, okay? So let's not shy away from the fact that this is in fact a business. So staying active really does matter, okay? And you need to just kind of recognize that, and that's really critical. So if you can, do your part to do that, because it builds the whole thing, and then it makes everybody's lives even better as we all grow this business together, okay? Enough said about that. Tonight, free challenges. So here we go. Spend the rest of our time focusing on free challenges. What a good question someone had real quick. Super Life on audio. Ooh, says Stephanie. Yeah, that was my only concern about Super Life. I knew I wasn't going to read that whole thing. So probably listening would be probably good. I didn't realize we had it on audio. So I might go, does Darren actually read it or no? Chip?
No, I just bought, like, I was sitting in the auditorium and bought the book. As I was listening to
Okay.
I bought it on Audible.
Gotcha. Audible. So great. So that's good. Okay. So free challenges, guys. Here's the basic philosophy, and I want to get a little bit of your input on this, guys. So first of all, in the chat, can you please shout out for me if you've ever run a free challenge? Go. In the chat, have you ever run your own free challenge? Okay. So we've got Jennifer, yes. Stephanie, yes. Kelsey, yes. Bonnie, yes. Claire, yes. Chip, no. I love Bonnie E. Bonnie E, you're awesome. That's great. Okay, but you have. So Kelsey has done free challenge. Yes, she has. That's good. All right. What types of challenges have been most successful for you, would you say? Heather has run one. That's great. What types of challenges, type those in, have been most successful for you? Where you've gotten the most necessarily people and maybe most response getting maybe into your, well, okay, so let's talk about just getting people. Short workout challenges, only done workout ones. Okay. Hydration crockpot. Yep. Says Steph. What else? Good. Only done workout ones. Clean eating, says Heather. Claire, how about you? Any specific ones been most successful for you?
I did a plank challenge and a plank, what was it? It was a max 30 workout, and I just did one move a day or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, you sound like this, like one of those persons who's gotten their voice box replaced, which is amazing.
You know why? Is it better now? Is it better now?
No.
Oh, that's weird. Well, because it was leaning up against my speaker on my phone was leaning up against the speaker on my computer, so that's why.
Yeah, it really sounds weird.
Not
Okay,
yet.
so anyway, we're
Never
gonna.
mind.
That's all right. So we're gonna move into this next spot here real fast. As it hits, we're gonna talk about the why. Okay, so actually 4 in my current challenge from Turkey Abs Challenge. Nice. 2 challenge packs. Oh, 2 switched to me as a coach. Very nice. Very good. Okay. The purpose of free challenges. Okay. So before we even get to this, it's really, guys, it's the beginning of, it's helping develop our funnel. This is a relational business, and this is effectively, in words, what creates your sales funnel. Check this out. So at the very top of your sales funnel, it's nice and wide because you're connecting with a lot of people. Now, hopefully each day, and this is part of our overall vital habits with this part of the inviting process, or Fit 4, is that you're connecting with new people each day. The more new people and new conversations you start, the more this will be effective. The less new conversations you start, the less effective free challenges will be, because you just won't have new people to reach out to. It will be the same people, and they've already said no. Okay? So if you're struggling with free challenges, if you're like, oh, I've done those already, they don't work all that well, it's because you don't have new conversations started to invite new people. Okay? That's what connecting is. So you have to connect with new people. And as you connect with new people, and you're tracking that, and it doesn't need to be brand new people in terms of like, I'm inviting new Facebook friends, like you're requesting them to be your friends. Like this could still be people from high school and stuff like that you're just connecting with, right? And we talked a little bit about that last week, but basically kind of helping your scripting so you're like just some more natural. Remember the happy birthday, we mentioned that. Just happy birthday messages are great ways to connect to people. Say happy private message, happy birthday, and then question them. Doing anything special for your birthday, or would you do anything special? Blah, blah, blah. Do you have cake? I don't know, whatever you want to do. Ice cream. But that will help connect, and then you start to get a conversation back and forth. And then when you do invite for a free challenge, a lot more natural. Hey, just talked to you last week. Hey, we're doing this thing. Free challenge, and it's a hydration challenge. You want to join us? 5 days, get better hydrated. Sounds good to me. Everybody needs more water, right? Come on. So ultimately, so you're invited to the free challenge, and in that free challenge, guys, the purpose of the free challenge is just to build relationship. So you're relating to people, okay? And as you're just building that relationship. So during those 5 days or 7 days or 10 or 4, if you want to go 14, I wouldn't recommend it. I used to do that back in the old days, way too long. We'll talk about that a little bit in a second. But you're relating. It's all about relationship, and it's personal messages. So you can certainly relate in the group, and that's great. You can encourage people, shout out people, and we'll talk about how to engage more in that. But it's all about relationships. So if you run a free challenge, guys, and you're not specifically connecting with each person or a lot of the people within that, you're just wasting your time. Just being straight. You're just wasting your time. Because if you just try to go, it's this mass thing, and then it's like, and then you invite them all in this kind of, you post your Facebook event of your new premium challenge that you're going to do, and you just post it in the group, and you don't, they're probably not going to join it because they're just in there for free. The only reason they're going to build this is, remember we talked about, guys, this is Stephen Covey's book called The Speed of Trust. I'll say it again, The Speed of Trust. The faster you can get people to trust you, the more they're going to be willing to move forward with you on your journey that they see you doing on your timeline. And that's why it's so important to be posting what your journey is on your timeline. And don't, again, it can't be just posting your sweaty workout selfie unless there's some kind of a story behind it. And that's what I did this morning. And if you saw it, it was very true. I just took NyQuil. I literally wanted to just lay down. I didn't want to work out. I didn't. And that's not normal for me. I really generally like to work out. But I didn't want to this morning. I'm like, well, just tell the honest story. And that's what I did. And a lot of people connected to it. It's like, I didn't feel like that either, but I got up anyway or whatever. And that starts to build that goodwill towards you. Okay? Relationships, sorry, I went off a little bit of a tangent. And then you so you're building that relationship, and then you invite them to paid. Yes, you can post it in the group. That's fine. You can say, hey, here's what we're doing, this next free thing, our next premium challenge that we're going to be doing. And then it's individual invites. Hey, Sarah, doing this thing. I don't know if you saw that in the group. Would love to tell you a little bit more about it. Sound like some, or would you like to hear some details? Very low key, no big whoop-de-doo pressure, but you've already got some of a relationship because you've connected on, hey, what are you trying to accomplish? What are you doing with free challenge here? That kind of stuff. Or, hey, I noticed however you want to connect with them during the challenge. That's great. Okay. And then finally, as you invite them to that paid challenge, and then they're going to get life change, and then life change turns into people who want to become coaches and be life changers. Okay. And that's how you build a business. Without this process, and I know that seems like a lot, guys, but it's really not that crazy if you just are connecting, inviting to free, relating within those groups, and then you invite to paid and just kind of repeat that pattern over and over. And the cool thing is you don't always have to do it on your own. You can always partner up with another coach and say, hey, we too are doing it. So Kelsey and Nicole, they're partnering up for a paid challenge right now. You can partner up for free challenges. You can partner up for just about any kind of challenge. It's great, man. Do it. I don't have any problem with that, okay? Especially if you're newer and getting started with this. Like Jeanette, I was thinking about you particularly when it comes to this. Like you want to start your own, and that's great. I love the fact you want to do that, but it might benefit you to potentially pair up with somebody and try that. Might be an option. Okay. Any good for the order for that? I'm going to go into some do's and some don'ts here real quick, and then I would love to get more of your input. Particularly Stephanie, I want to hear from you on some of this stuff because you've probably done these the most of anybody. But particularly, so here's some tips that I've learned over the years of doing this, guys. Focus on, so the whole idea of being shorter. The longer they get, and anybody can, you kind of raise a hand. Once it gets past that 5 days for me, once you get after you hit from Friday and you move into Saturday, participation literally leaps down at least 50% down. I've just seen it because the weekend hits and if it's free, there's no major thing unless you've got some like serious incentive in there to get people to go through a full 7 days. I don't see the value of it going past 5. Okay. That's just me. You can totally feel free to experiment. If it works for your market, that's great. Focus. And here's my confession, guys, on my current one. If you're in my Let's Go Fitness Fit Tribe group right now, I've got the 3M challenge going on in the middle of that group. So there's a couple things that are a problem with this challenge right now. So first of all, I did meals, moves, and mindset. So it's 3 things they need to focus in on. And the meals thing is like a complete 5-day free meal guide, which is a lot of value. But dude, these are free people once again. So they're not really paying anything. And it's the fact of there's a lot of meal prep to get that all done. And there's all these different meals. It's not, it was Shalene's, just being straight, Shalene's 5-day jumpstart guide that's what we've used to do that. And it's a mess, just being truthful. It's a mess. I didn't have enough time to make my own. So there's no, like the meals don't play into each other. You're not borrowing ingredients. You're not saying, hey, use today's dinner for tomorrow's lunch. It's like, it's the worst. Okay. So just being real, that's number 1. And then number 2, I'm asking them to do these workouts that they have to log in. And then so they log in our thing, or they get on my page, and there are these workouts, which are fine. It's a 10-minute, it's called an AMRAP workout, which is as many reps many rounds as possible. That's kind of fun. But ultimately, guys, it's, I think it's a little bit hard for some of the people that are in it, because I got them like doing like multiple rounds of 10 burpees a piece, and for a lot of people, dude, that's a lot, even if you're modifying, it's pretty crazy. So, sorry, I need to get quick water. As you can tell, the cold is still on. So that, and then third, I've got the mindset thing that I'm trying to fit in there too. So I'm like, okay, now I'm going to try to teach you. So now, like, your daily thing, you have to do the workout, say how many rounds you did, and then post your the phrase of the day, which was today as I'm worth it, and then you have to post a picture of your food. And I'm like, dude, it's just too much, man. It's like way too much for a free thing. So my most successful ones, really focused and not asking a heck of a lot of people. So for hydration challenge, has been one of my more favorite ones. Really simple. And phrase of the day, if you hit a certain level of water each day, that's what we did. Or if you want to do a recipe, that's great. Fantastic. However you want to do it. Crockpot, did you watch the video? And is a phrase of the day. That's what we did for us, because I wanted people to see the video and then they can download that stuff later. That's what we did. So for focus for that was really good and helped. Also having a good felt need versus just, so sometimes there's the thing about fitness ones, guys, just being real on that. A fitness only one sometimes doesn't really hit any kind of particular felt need. Abs, though, is the exception. Would you agree, guys, on that? Abs tends to be the most, when people, like, they'll come out for abs. If you do, like, total body push-up, which is what I'm doing on this one, people, and I didn't get as many people by this by any means, by any means. Okay, so, let me finish up this list real quick, and then I'll pull you in stuff. Be upfront about you being a Beachbody coach. Don't be the surpriser. Don't be like, oh, I'm doing all this stuff, and then at the end, surprise, now I'm going to sell you my stuff. No, just go, like, from the get-go, I'm a Beachbody coach, just trying to give you guys a taste of what our monthly challenge groups look like. This is what we do. Or, you can do that in a water challenge. Hey, guys, just want to we're building some community here, just kind of give you a glimpse on what the overall world of we do these monthly challenges where we help people with blah, 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 these things, and this is what we do. And we're just kind of trying to give you kind of a hint on that community, and would love for you to experience just some better health this next 5 days in this water challenge or whatever, that kind of a thing. So I wouldn't be shying away from the Beachbody coach thing at all, because if you kind of pop that in the end, it's the bait and switch, then it's like, then you lose credibility in the end, okay? You give them a taste of the system, which is what I mentioned about. You're building trust with people. So the more video, guys, you can do in free challenges, I say thumbs up, because that's how you build trust, is when people get to know you a little bit more. And if they can know you've got a dog and your dog walks in the video in the middle of it, anybody, or you have a kid who walks in the middle of the video, or you get a screaming kid in the background or whatever, they relate to you. They love you more because of that. Being fun, so be fun during it. Reward people for the behaviors that you're trying to encourage. So a lot of those days, and I don't do it for every day, but I do it for quite a few of these on the 5-day, just really something simple. A pair of athletic socks. I sometimes give out Energize packets, that kind of stuff. Really fun. and ultimately you're just trying to build belief in people that they can stick to something that they tried, that they committed to. Okay, so for those of you guys who have done these challenges, Steph, are you there? Can you open up real quick?
I'm here.
Awesome. Hopefully your audio sounds okay. Let's pray. Can you talk to us? Yes, for a moment. I'm wondering if a headset with you, like that has a microphone, like you know.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, there. Now I can really hear you really well. So
Okay.
that's perfect. Okay, so tell me about so like for your like which challenge would you like? You want to talk about your crock pot? Or you want to talk about your water challenge?
Well, I was gonna say my most recent one I could talk about the turkey eggs challenge. I wasn't sure how that would work, and it was actually a 4-day challenge because let me see, we did that. Yeah, we did that Thanksgiving Day and then the weekend.
Yeah, that was an abs challenge that she did for it was like holiday abs or whatever, turkey abs or whatever you did. Yeah.
Right. So basically, what I did was I just picked 4 different bondage. I think it's 3 exercises each day. It was 4 days, and then we just ran a lot of tips about how to get through the holiday, how to get through, the day after.
I know her audio is not great, guys, but I think we can sort of hear it.
Can you? Okay. Does this help if I go like this?
Yes, it does. So you may have to do the head bun for a minute.
Okay, well, you can just see my forehead while I talk then. But yeah, it was pretty well because there's a lot of good holidays offer up for those 4 days.
Rats, it's not working, Steph.
It's not.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll have to figure this out because we need your voice on these calls. So we're gonna have to figure out maybe a different way to maybe it's some audio for future. We'll do that because you have so much to offer value wise, but unfortunately we can't ever use you too much. So we'll figure it out. Maybe when we get together, we'll work it out when I meet with you.
Okay. I'll see if I got some.
Earphone, maybe
I'll look around here and see if I got.
Yeah, that's great. iPod, iPhone, that kind of a thing. Okay. Stacy, are you there? Stacy Wynn Reed? Stacy Lee? Can you talk or no? Or are you in chaos mode of food prep for dinner?
I can talk. No, I'm in chaos mode of getting showers done before bed.
Okay, good. Nice. Okay, so free challenges.
Yeah.
Lately, what's been most successful for you?
The best one I ever did was mussels and meal plans. And we gave the prize was, the incentive, I guess, was the meal planner, like containers off of Amazon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. I ran the whole challenge with Jessica, and we did it a while ago. And then, I don't know, I think the reason why we loved it is because both of us were committed, and we did workouts videos, so we would show the workout that we were going to have them do.
Good.
And then we also gave them a meal plan for that day. So it was going to be a breakfast, a lunch, or a dinner, and every day we just gave them some value. So
did you give them those meal plans ahead of time, or how did that work?
we actually did it the night before.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how did that work if you didn't have the ingredients?
Nope, we gave them a grocery list, and then the night before we gave them the actual.
Oh, so that's a good idea. That's clever. See, that's the thing I've always didn't like. That's why I don't like about my current situation too, is that I've fed so many people so many things that they then that sometimes there's not a reason as much. So because they get the guide, then it's like they don't really need to go to the group because I've got the guide. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. So that's good.
Yeah, so we're doing one next Monday, and it's a 5-day sugar detox.
Sugar detox, that's great. Yep.
Yeah.
And what's the essence of that? What are you guys going to do?
Yeah, we're kind of taking the same approach with the foods. Like I'm teaching them more about meal prep, so I'm teaching them how to do like overnight oats and some sheet pan meals, like teaching them more about foods to have on hand so they don't have to go into their cravings. And then also I've been learning more about sugar detox. Like I've been getting more information about it, reading articles. Like I want to be able to bring real value on it. And so we'll be sharing those too.
That's great. Well, and Shakeology obviously could be a definite easy way. So Super Life, if you don't have the Darren Aline book, man, that he was nuts about sugar stuff. And processing
cool.
too. Yeah. So just so much junk that's in the food supply. So yeah, it's great. Okay, good. So basically, guys, as you're kind of trying to do these free challenges, it's so critical to have that energy in the invite. Okay, so the basically getting that invite. Let me show you kind of a fail way to potentially do this. You create a Facebook event and you share the Facebook event to your timeline. And that's pretty much all you do to launch this thing. So if you're going to promote your event, I don't care how great of an idea, it could be the best idea out there, but if you only talk about it one time, or you post about it one time, or maybe you share that event even 2 times, like you share it 5 days ahead of time. Maybe it's like you start on a Monday and you share it on the prior Wednesday or Tuesday. And then you share it again on Friday, right? Here's again, just so y'all hear this, post type matters, okay? So if you're posting a Facebook event to your timeline and that post type has not been liked by people on your timeline typically, okay? If you've not had great success with people liking and signing up for stuff in the past, that thing is not going to be shown to very many people. So don't feel bad, like, oh my gosh, people aren't responding to my thing. They're just not seeing it. They're just not seeing it. So what you need to do, guys, is look to the things that actually have worked on your timeline recently. And it might have to do with family in a photo, right? Picture that usually is a good one, or pets in a photo, or whatever. And match that post type with an invite, or at least a more clever talking about it. It's like, okay, that'd be a good example. Let's say it's a clean eating one, right? Like Stacy just mentioned. You print out the grocery guide, and it's a selfie picture of you. Maybe you're just peeking. This is me throwing out an idea. Me peeking up over the edge. This is my style, right? So I'm peeking up over the edge, and you can see it says grocery list, whatever, clean eating, 5-day, whatever on top. It's me peeking over the list. Look, and then it's like, and then you can just say, hey, looking for some clean eating? Looking for some clean eating, and here's my weird eyes looking at them. Join us next week for blah, 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 and check out these, and it shows them just a few of the items that are normal. So don't have seaweed as part of your food list. Probably is not going to be a big winner. But if you got, some decent recognizable items and things like that are visible on that sheet, don't show the whole sheet, but just show part of it. That's something that might grab some attention from people and go, hey, I'm going to sign up for that. And then you can go, hey, I'll put the link to this in the comments. Note, don't do this. Say, hey, I'm going to post that picture, and then in the description of that post the link. Why? Anybody tell me why that's bad? Why is it bad to post the link in the description of that? Who can type that in, or open your line and let me know. Why is that bad? Okay, I'll give it away. Oh, Heather's got it. Looks like she was typing. I can tell. Yep. Facebook does not like it, but why doesn't Facebook like it? It doesn't get hits. Why? No. Actually, the picture will actually stay. It will show up as a different post type. Got it? It's a different post type. Because now it's not just a picture with text, which you've posted before and everybody's seen it and liked it. Now it's a picture with a link. And so yeah. Now doing it in the comments, yes, it's okay. But not in the description of the thing. So not in where you're writing your actual post. Does it make sense? So that's why I always say, I'm going to post it in the comments. Everybody clear on that? Make sense? So and then you're staying consistent on the post type, so Facebook reads it as a picture with text. Well, there you go. See why you come to team calls? It's so amazing. But that's what's really going to help you. Then you make sure you're actually going to see that properly. So don't list it in there, and you'll be in good shape. Not to say that you can't occasionally, put the actual event, share the event to your timeline. You can do that. Try it and see if it works. If it doesn't work, then try something else. But you're going to have to talk about your free event 4 times, at least 4 times at what I call prime times. So whenever your tribe or people is on, guys, you're going to need to hit it 4 times, because 1 or 2 often is not going to be enough times for people to do it. So that's why you're going to have to spread that out. I would suggest 4 times. You can maybe do 3 and maybe get away with it. But you need to understand, guys, here's the thing. When the freaking Star Wars movie comes out, or the new Harry Potter whatever comes out, how many freaking times do you see that image in your world? Because they know they have to hit you at least 10 times to make you even convinced. That's the study show, about 10 times, guys, to be able to convince you to purchase something or do something. Okay? So if you're not getting enough times on it, and just the fact is, if you post it only 2 times, chances are most people won't see it. Straight up. Just because of the time they just weren't on. But then if you hit 4 times, you're going to probably have a good shot of it. Now you have to be creative about it. So don't just post the same thing. Post something different about it. Here's a different angle. Here's a different thing. And be creative about it. And look to see what other coaches are doing on that, guys. It's okay to share that stuff. Okay? Or save those ideas. That's the thing. What I do, instead of like comparing and going, oh, that person's so good at posting, I wish I could be better. Just no, look at it, and why is it working? Why did that post work? I watched, guys, Ladies for You, Chelsea Blush Peterson 4 times within a week or so, or 4 or 5 days. 5 days, 5. Yeah, so like if I were going to do, like I might announce on a Tuesday for a next Monday one. Between that Tuesday and Sunday, I would have announced it 4 times, minimally. Does that make sense? Okay, good. No, not the same day. Sorry. Yeah, that would be obnoxious. Yeah. Got it? That's good. And you can bump the post, yeah, if you wanted to. Potentially you can do that, but then again, you're going to have a like page to do that. Bumping the post, giving yourself some of that. And I've done it. I got a few people on this last one, but again, I was so complex. Oh, that was the other thing, guys. If you do the Facebook event and people sign up, I'm probably going to go back to the way that I did it before, where I'm actually going to run, because then what I had people do is I had to take all those people and I transfer them into my group, and then it's not actually named the same. And so it's all this confusion, and people don't know where to find stuff, and it's been a big mess. Oh, bumping the post. What do you mean by bumping? Talk to me, Stacy. Thanks for hanging on here, guys, by the way. TJ, nice to see you, man. You got there. Hanging out in LA. Okay. I mean, bump like you comment on the first post. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, keep doing that. Absolutely. That always happens. Yeah, you want to do that. Always comment if there's people who are doing that stuff. And guys, that's what husbands and wives are really great for, their accounts. Wow, this sounds really exciting. Exclamation points. I confess that I've done that several times. When a post is like dying, it's like, hey, honey, we need a little bit of help here. Ding, 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 go. Okay. So that kind of, a little bit of the idea swap. Yep, good stuff. So I want to make sure that you guys have a sense of different things that you can be doing. So very quickly here, guys, because I don't want to take much more of your time. Are there other ideas? So we've heard sugar detox. We've heard water challenge. We've heard crockpot challenges. Guys, the Super Bowl is coming. Soup. Get it? Soup. Not as an S-U, like S-O-U-P. Super Bowl. That could be a possible one. Super Bowl. You could even do a whole Super Bowl Appetizers, healthy appetizers challenge. If you wanted to do it before, like the week before, walking up to the game, you could do something like that. The end last week of the month, something like that. You could do, here's TJ's pants. Hey, there's, sorry. So there's, sugar detox is great. Of course, fitness stuff works. That's great. I don't think you completely cut those out, but I would say mix it up a little bit, guys. Even if it's not your forte area, meal prep, man, I think that's a great one. And I think you can honestly, you're going to see, and you can steal this idea too, but I'm going to actually ask people about what they struggle with when it comes to meal prep. And soon, and then I'm going to follow up with a free challenge that will basically address that. Okay, how do we do meal prep? Okay, well, we're going to teach you 5 days. We're going to teach you how to do that. Oh, okay, meal prep, good. So if you need more help, guys, specifically about how to start a free challenge, guess where you can go? Guess where you can go? The handy dandy resource, mycoachhq.com. We're going to switch over there real quick. Hold on. New share. Uno, dos, and where is it? Sorry, kids. Google Chrome. 1 second. Google Chrome, right? Yeah. Here we go. Google Chrome. Share screen. Can everybody see? Okay, so mycoachhq.com. Go to new coach 5-day rock the basics up here. Go down. Look at all these wonderful things that you can see and study. We got Fit 5, actually it needs to be Fit 4, customer interview, social media, success club, your first challenge. What? Yes, it's right there. Running some kind of challenge. Let's see. Hold on. You got, oh, you can't see it? Hold on. What's going on? Let me stop the share and I'll reshare it. Stop the share. And then we're going to reshare. Reshare screen. I should have taken a picture when everybody was on. Some people had to leave. Rats. Okay, we'll try that again. Can you see it now? Better? Okay, good. Your first challenge. So again, we got this whole thing, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Here's day 5, your first challenge. Your sales funnel, why it matters. Basically talking to you about what I already talked to you about in this call. Kind of directing people into your challenges in the long run. Your first free challenge is a whole video. Download the free challenge guide. What? Yes, your team is equipping you. There's a whole guide basically on how to run your first free challenge. So you can download that there. Chat says 4 times. Let's see where we at. Back of my phone has died. Oh, okay, gotcha. And then starting a premium challenge. And then there's other stuff in there as well. Okay? So guys, Coach, My Coach HQ is your resource to help direct people. So as you get new coaches, guess what you can do? You don't have to teach them that all. You can just go here. Go to My Coach HQ or watch the recording of this call, which we'll have posted in the Go Team Coach Club. If you go to Coach Call Recordings, it'll be there. It's in the file section. We have those all listed. By the way, a new vault is coming, and you'll see that. It'll be in. There'll be a thing up here on the top that will say the vault. That is on its way. Stacy's helping make that happen, so that's great. All right, so we're going to stop that share. What else we have? We say Yahoo says. I love it. Okay, new share. Let's see if I go back to this. I think we'll be done. All right, guys. Appreciate your time tonight. Hopefully it's worth it. That's what we want to make sure it's worth it. So questions? Any questions before we leave here? Real quick, guys. Anything about the free challenges? Anything that would help you? So the thing I would say, guys, is waiting for you to type those in or ask, but is the fact that you just need to pick a start date and try to think about like 2 weeks ahead of time. And then if you need help with those kind of things, reach out to your upline, reach out to me. Love to help you get this started. This year, my word of the year is equip. My word of the year is equip. My role is to equip you and equip my challengers to get the best results possible with their businesses / challenges and their fitness results. And it'll happen. It'll happen. We'll do it together. And ultimately, guys, you got to believe You got to believe that you can do this, okay? Because we are going to be, in 2017, we're going to be an elite team. We're going to be an elite team. I know it. It's going to happen because we're going to help you guys help others live healthy and fulfilling lives, okay? So apply what we learned today, and what I would say with this is pretty simple. If you haven't already got this set on your calendar, get your first or your next free challenge going to start to get your funnel really working, and then just connecting with those people in order to invite them to that. And honestly, guys, if you haven't run one in a while and you get only 10 people or 20 people maybe or something like that in your free challenge, that's a good number. That's at least starting something. And then you get them a great experience, and then you keep them on the list, and they're not all going to join your premium challenge. It's not going to happen. So then the next month they join again for a free challenge again. And sometimes people will loop through 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 months of doing free challenges and then finally decide to sign up with you. It'll happen. Okay? They'll see the value. Go Team Coach Call. Next call is going to be on February 5th, 9 p.m. And I would say to you all, thank you for listening. I will post this call into the Go Team Coach Club. We'll be in good shape. Let me see what this looks like, guys, real fast. I want to see if I can get a full screen. What does this look like? So wait, there's that. This, can I go up here? Oh, you know what? I need to stop share. That's what I need to stop. Just want to see if everybody's can be on. Yeah, oh, cool. We can get a quick picture. So, Stacy, can you be on for a live picture? I'd love to get everybody smiling on a shot because this looks really nice. Look at that. All right. So I'm going to get a screenshot. Hold on. Grab. All right. Hold on. Here we go. Capture the window. Okay. Take the screen. Take the screen. Choose the window. So I'm going to choose the window. You ready? Here we go. Everyone smile. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Yes. Very good. And you guys will be famous. Okay. So fantastic. Guys, I am so appreciative of you. I think you're the best team. I think you have so much potential. I can't wait to see what you do this year. By the way, congratulations to all of you who are helping people this month, and just continue to do that. It's been a privilege to see that you do that. And TJ, I'm completely jealous of where you're walking right now. All right. So anything else for the good of the order? Let's see. Good deal. All right, guys, have a great night. I'll post this in the group. Peace.
Good night.
Have a great night.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.